The streets of Brooklyn, the making of Shawn Carter. Before the Bentleys, the billion-dollar businesses, and the brunches with Warren Buffett, there was Marcy Projects. Not just a place, a system, a cocaine, a war zone. Shawn Corey Carter was born on December 4th, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York. His father abandoned the family when Jay was just a child. His mother, Gloria Carter, raised him and his three siblings alone, working multiple buns and stretching every dollar. And in a world where opportunity knocked for no one, survival became strategy. Jay grew up in Marcy Houses, a public housing project in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Drugs were on the corners, gunshots were common background noise. Friends didn't make it past 18. It wasn't just poverty, it was pressure, the kind that crushes most people. But not Shawn. By his early teens, he was hustling crack cocaine, not because he wanted to, but because he felt like he had no other path. He never glorified that life. He called it what it was, a trap. But that life taught him something priceless: how to read people, manage risk, calculate moves. The street gave him the language of power, and he would soon use it to speak to the world. Late at night, when the block calmed down, young Jay-Z would scribble lyrics in a notebook. He freestyled in hallways. He listened to Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. He dreamed big, absurdly big, for someone who slept in a cramped apartment with broken windows. He didn't go to college, didn't have mentors in boardrooms, but he had something else: hunger, precision, a vision only he could see. And most of all, he had bars, not just rhymes, but lessons wrapped in rhythm. Rockefeller Records, betting on himself. In the early 90s, Jay-Z tried to get signed. Every major label turned him down. Too street, too smart, too unmarketable. So he did something no rapper dared to do at the time. He started his own label. In 1999, along with Damon Dash and Kareem Biggs Burke, he co-founded Rockefeller Records. The name itself was a play on Rockefeller, a hint that he was thinking far beyond platinum albums. This was about empire. He released his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996. It wasn't a commercial smash, but it was a cultural grenade. Critics praised it. Hustlers related to it. Intellectuals analyzed it. Jay-Z wasn't just rapping about money, power, and survival. He was teaching it. Reasonable Doubt wasn't just music. It was a business thesis wrapped in street poetry. From there, the momentum exploded. He followed with In My Lifetime, Volume 1, 1997, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, 1998, and a string of albums that catapulted him to the top. Hits like Can I Live, Hard Knock Life, and Big Pimpin' dominated the charts. And more importantly, built his brand. While other artists partied, Jay-Z studied contracts. While they blew advances, he reinvested in marketing. He learned distribution, negotiated royalties, owned his masters. And Rockefeller, it wasn't just a label anymore, it was a movement. But success brought tension. Internal conflicts brewed between Jay and Damon Dash. Jay-Z wanted to expand, diversify, think like a CEO. Dash wanted to keep things underground, rebellious, in your face. In 2004, Jay-Z made a move that would shift the culture forever. He sold Rockefeller to Def Jam and became president of Def Jam Records. He went from being rejected by labels to running one of the biggest in the game. He wasn't just rapping about power anymore, he had it. Roc Nation and global domination. Jay-Z didn't stop at music. He saw the future of media and influence long before most. In 2008, he launched Roc Nation. Not just a record label, but a full-scale entertainment agency. Artists, athletes, producers, writers, brands. Under Roc Nation, he managed stars like Rihanna, J. Cole, and Shakira. He signed DJ Khaled. He built tour deals, streaming partnerships, endorsement empires. But he didn't stop there. In 2013, Jay-Z pulled off one of the most innovative marketing moves in music history. He made a $20 million deal with Samsung, where they purchased 1 million copies of his Magna Carta Holy Grail album and gave them to Galaxy users for free. The result? The album went platinum before it was even released. No artist had ever done that. Then came Tidal. In 2015, Jay-Z acquired a Scandinavian streaming company for $56 million and transformed it into a platform owned by artists for artists. He brought in big names like Beyoncé, Kanye West, Madonna, and Daft Punk as co-owners. Tidal offered high-quality audio, exclusive content, and better payouts to creators. It wasn't just a business, it was a statement against exploitative labels and tech giants. While critics mocked the move at first, Jay-Z eventually sold Tidal to Jack Dorsey's Square in 2021 for nearly $300 million, again proving his ability to turn vision into profit. And then there was the champagne move. Jay-Z bought the luxury brand Armand de Brignac, also known as Ace of Spades. He didn't just drink it in his videos, he owned it. In 2021, he sold 50% of the brand to LVMH, the biggest luxury goods company in the world, for an undisclosed amount believed to be over $300 million. He wasn't just a rapper anymore. He was luxury. He was equity. He was the blueprint. Luxury as leverage, real estate, cars, jets, yachts. Jay's never flexes for no reason. Every car, every home, every trip, it's all part of a bigger strategy to own the symbols of power and then turn them into assets. Let's start with real estate. In 2017, Jay-Z and Beyoncé purchased a $88 million Bel Air mansion. This isn't just a house, it's a fortress. 30,000 square feet, 4 swimming pools, a 15-car garage, bulletproof glass, private spa, media room, staff quarters. A home designed not just for comfort, but to send a message. We are no longer guests in luxury. We define it. They also own a $26 million estate in the Hamptons, a symbol of old money meets new royalty. And their Tribeca penthouse in New York, bought in 2004 for $6.8 million, still held as a trophy and asset. Now the garage. Jay-Z's car collection isn't just expensive, it's legendary. A Maybach Excelero worth $8 million, one of a kind. A Rolls-Royce Boattail custom-made for Beyoncé, estimated at $28 million, making it the most expensive car ever made. A Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, a Pagani Zonda F, and multiple Ferraris, Teslas, and Mercedes-Benz masterpieces. Every vehicle isn't just horsepower, it's a piece of art. And when Jay wants to get away, he doesn't book a resort. He charters the Galactica Star, a $70 million super yacht with a helipad, jacuzzi, and private chef. It's floating royalty. But perhaps the most telling symbol of his ascent came from Beyoncé. For Father's Day, she gifted Jay a Bombardier Challenger 850 Learjet worth $40 million, custom interior, full kitchen, leather seats, a flying boardroom. Jay-Z doesn't just ride in luxury, he flies above it. The investor, Uber, startups, and billion-dollar bets. While the world saw Jay-Z as a rapper, he was quietly building something even more powerful, an investment portfolio that rivaled Silicon Valley's elite. In 2011, he invested $2 million in Uber's Series A funding round. At the time, it was just a startup. By 2019, that investment was worth over $70 million. He saw the value early, not just in tech, but in people and ideas. That same year, he co-founded Marcy Venture Partners, named after his roots in Marcy Projects. Alongside business titans Jay Brown and Larry Marcus, the fund now manages over $600 million in assets. Some of the companies they've backed: Savage X Fenty, Rihanna's inclusive lingerie brand; Ethos Life Insurance, revolutionizing life insurance for millennials; Clara Foods, creating animal-free proteins; Elola, a female-founded hygiene company; The Plug Drink, a wellness recovery brand. Jay-Z doesn't invest in trends. He invests in movements. He's also stepped into the world of NFTs and blockchain. In 2021, he collaborated with Sotheby's to sell an NFT version of the Reasonable Doubt album cover. The move wasn't just about money. It was about owning your legacy in the digital age. And through Roc Nation and his various funds, he's consistently backed Black entrepreneurs, female-led startups, and creators from marginalized communities. To Jay-Z, investing isn't about profits alone. It's about rewriting who gets to build the future. Love, family, and legacy with Beyoncé. Behind the business empire is a love story that's as iconic as the man himself. Jay-Z met Beyoncé in the early 2000s. She was already a superstar. He was climbing his way to mogul status. Together, they became an unstoppable force. Their collaborations, Crazy in Love, Upgrade You, Drunk in Love, Apeshati, weren't just hit records. They were cultural moments, power couple goals, royalty, but it wasn't all perfect. In 2017, Jay-Z released 444, an introspective, vulnerable album where he publicly addressed infidelity, personal flaws, and his desire to become a better man. It followed Beyoncé's Lemonade, a masterpiece exploring betrayal, pain, and strength. Together, those two albums told a story most celebrities avoid, the rebuilding of trust and love. Through therapy, family focus, and maturity, Jay and Bey didn't just save their marriage, they transformed it into something deeper. Now, as parents to Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir, they focus on legacy, teaching values, instilling pride in culture and history, and shielding their children from fame's pitfalls, while still showing them the power of their roots. Jay-Z once said, "A man who doesn't take care of his family can't be rich," and he lives by it. Jay-Z is the icon. Culture, power, and the future today. Jay-Z isn't just a rapper. He's not just a businessman. He's a symbol of what happens when talent meets discipline, when survival meets strategy, when vision refuses to die. He's referenced in MBA classes, quoted by CEOs, celebrated in museums, dissected by scholars. From Reasonable Doubt to 444, from selling CDs out the trunk to owning streaming platforms, from being a hustler to sitting at tables with the world's most powerful, Jay-Z has reshaped what's possible. His net worth? Over $2.5 billion of 2025. But more than numbers, it's what he represents. Ownership over exploitation, legacy over momentary fame, power with purpose. Jay-Z didn't just build a career, he built a culture. And the blueprint he left? It's not just for artists, it's for anyone who's ever been doubted, dismissed, or overlooked. He once rapped, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man." But today, we know he's both, and he's just getting started. He started with nothing but a dream and a hustle. Now he owns the game. Jay-Z didn't follow the rules, he rewrote them. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell so you don't miss a single clip.